Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are you guys doing today? So, for today's lift, it's going to be the front side of the body. So, chest, biceps, quads, and adductors. We're going to have to kind of figure out what we're going to be doing today at this particular gym because it's the YMCA I'm going to. And the one down here isn't the best on legs, so we're going to kind of have to see what we're going to do for leg extensions and stuff. Might do a leg press. Don't know exactly if I want to do that with my foot. Still kind of being hurt because I was doing farmer carries with the trap bar and I was doing 315. So it's not the walking that was the issue, it was the getting it up off the ground. And with the trap bar, you kind of squat to get it up, and I just felt a lot of pain like kind of in my ankle area. It's probably because I need to stretch it a bit more. I've been kind of lazy in my stretching, just really haven't had a whole bunch of time to do it so I like to do static stretching. I do that at the end of my night, and I like to do it for at least 5 minutes, and even then it's hard to get that amount of time in, but you can always make time for that. Just quick stuff like 5-minute things is way better than nothing. So me getting in my 3 minutes worth of stretching, if that's all I have time for, is better than nothing. Even if it's just the quick things and I'm not getting everything, but if at least I'm getting my glutes, my adductors, my lower back, and my shoulders stretched, because that's like what I have the most problems with is my lower back and my shoulders, then overall I think that's good. So with that being said, I'm not gonna leave you guys with nothing more, so see you guys in the gym. Alright, y'all, first exercise of the day for one set is going to be an incline dumbbell bench. I think I had the dumbbell bench, or just the bench, too high, because honestly, I felt pretty weak today. So just make sure you're training heavy still, and intense, and till failure, y'all. One set. Now we're just going to be making sure we're squeezing the elbows in together. That's the best way you want to do it. Your hands are obviously going to touch, but try to touch your elbows in together. And just make sure you're really squeezing on the way in and get a deep stretch on the way out. So, train to failure for one set once again, y'all. Now moving on to the lifestyle lift. Today we just have a standing shoulder press. This is going to work on your front delt, side delt, lower traps, a little bit of middle trap as well. Going to work on your triceps, your abs, and a little bit of your upper chest. So you're getting a lot overall in this one movement. So same thing, just one set to failure, y'all. Now we obviously know what this hits. This is going to be hitting the biceps, y'all. Make sure you're training to failure. We're going to be doing 2 sets on this today as well. Making sure we're really just squeezing on the way up, pumping it out, y'all. So make sure you're getting a full stretch on the way down. And then afterwards, what I like using the low D handles is I can convert it to a hammer press, or a hammer curl, sorry. So train to failure, y'all. Now, moving on to a legit hammer curl, we're going to be training heavy and hard. And we're going to be doing these seated so we don't use as much momentum. And I'm sorry about the camera angles on this. I thought they were a little bit better. But I was trying to be a little bit more secretive about my camera. So this is going to mainly work on the biceps, though, and brachialis, which is that forearm part I'm mainly highlighting. But just trying to feel you, y'all. One set. Now, moving on to the legs now, we're going to be doing adductors, and this is probably the heaviest adductor machine I've ever, played with and used in my life. I was barely even using half the stack, and I'm usually doing a full stack. So whoever can full stack this machine, you are probably a strong man or something. I don't even know. But train to failure, y'all, and we're going to be doing a drop set. So train to failure, y'all. Now, finally, we're going to be doing quads, and we're just going to be doing leg extension for one set. And I know this lighting is kind of crazy. It looks like I'm in heaven right now with this lighting. I don't even know what it was, but over in, the machine area, it's all like this. So I had to turn down the brightness, surprisingly. But we're going to be training to set failure once again for one all-out set. And we're going to be doing a rest pause, so make sure you just pause for a second like this, and then bang out a few more reps if you can. To failure, y'all. All right, y'all, we are out of there, and that was a pretty good leg day, chest day, bicep day. Everything was pretty good in there. Weight-wise, I was not the strongest today. I kind of got my day off to a really quick start. I woke up, and then I shouldn't have slept in, but I did. So I got to do a couple more things before work and stuff, which is fine, but that's just how it goes. That's life, man. So make sure if you need to wake up, wake up. Don't do the same mistake I did. My thing was, so I had to go to the grocery store and get rice and chocolate milk and stuff, but I still had to make the rice before work. And my thing was, I had to go with my fiance and her grandma to the bank, do a couple things because we're thinking about buying land and whatnot. We're actually not going to do that, whatever not. But, so we had an hour or less than that before we had to go. And I was just like, well, I got to run to the grocery store and I would have to come back and, blah, 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 make that. I should have at least made my chicken and stuff, but, it's whatever. Now I'm going to do it. But yeah, so just get your stuff done when you can get your stuff done. That's, don't procrastinate. That's the big word today. Do not procrastinate. Procrastination is the devil. Do not do that because you will regret it. And I don't mean, constantly be on grind mode 24/7. You need at least a couple hours of just relaxing, right? Whether that be watching a show or just reading a book, sitting outside, thinking, whatever it may be. You need at least 30 minutes of that every day. This is part of my day. I get both sides of it. I get the productivity and the relaxing, or not the relaxing because you're not relaxing while you're lifting, but the enjoyment of that kind of thing. So you have to find something in life that you truly love to do that'll allow you to pursue maybe a career out of, or something that's going to help you long term in life. So that's why I love the gym so much, because for one, it's going to help me build this, right? This is what I record on YouTube. And two, it's just good for overall health. You look good, you feel great. Everything just overall is benefited from the gym. There's literally no downsides of the gym. But yeah, man, so nothing more really needs to be said other than that. So I guess I'm gonna just leave it there with you guys. Nothing really much more needs to be said. So until next time, guys, peace out.